Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna find out when the Doxxed becomes the Doxxed?
What are you doing, Bro?
Social media is a double-edged sword. When you get in there, you get to meet great people. You have debates, discussion, and exchanges of ideas. However, there's also a darker side to it. Sometimes some individual that cannot stand the fact that someone may have opposite views or opposite opinion to them. And then therefore they lack the bandwidth, they lack the intellectual capacity. They are intellectually handicapped per se. And when they cannot put their argument forth, and because they are behind the computer screen, when their trolling can no longer work or whatever the case may be, so then they resort to something called doxing. And doxing is usually an intimidation tactic to kind of try to find a way to shut the opposition down. And therefore, now introduce this goofball right here by the name of Lil Boom.
Boom, Boommeister, little tax evasion.
Got no swag like Caillou, hat back like Caillou. Steph Curry, Steph Curry, Steph Curry, Steph Curry.
Lil Boom is a failed rapper from Florida, and that also happened to be one of DJ Akademiks moderators. So Lil Boom was in his bag, so he got into an argument, or should I say an altercation, with another moderator, and therefore Lil Boom got up in his feelings.
I guess the fight somehow gets so heated that Lil Boom decides to dox the other Discord mod. And according to her, not only did he leak her and all her family's info, but he was threatening to do stuff to her daughter and all type of other crazy shit. So of course she took legal action, and in doing so, she had to get Lil Boom's real name. Now that's where everything went fucking south for Lil Boom. So while she doing her homework on Lil Boom, she ends up coming across a Facebook post saying he was wanted back in 2021 for touching people's butt up in Walmart. Of course, she dig further into it, come to find out he was arrested and charged with touching the butts of a 10-year-old and a 17-year-old girl in Walmart.
Recording. Okay, so you know you are going to be placed under arrest. Okay, so I'm not going to put the handcuffs in the back, so I'll just put them in the front. So just put your hands together like you're praying. Perfect. Hey. Sure.
You got a code, give me your phone, and mom say that you got to get it.
Yeah, I actually need that phone.
It's the blue one with the case on it.
Then he went and found another woman, took pictures behind her as she bent down looking at makeup. Then he went and found another woman and touched her butt too. Of course, Lil Boom gets confronted, and bro sat and lied for 5 hours straight. He even said he never went to the makeup department. He said he never touched anybody's butt. He only pushed people out the way because they were in his way.
So yes, of course, now the shoe was on the other foot. Now everybody know who he actually is, his government name, and so on and so forth, and the stuff that he actually got in trouble for doing in the past. Like, walking in Walmart and touching little kids' buttocks. Or doing some creepy shit. Like, most of these weirdos that tend to try to dox people usually are weirdos. So now, imagine now, at first he tried to deny the allegation. Like, oh no, that never happened, this and that.
I'm only asking this because this is just what everybody's saying. Well,
that's cool. That's cool. You can hold me to the fire.
They're asking about the sexual component, right? Like, why would and by the way, I understand the racism aspect where like somebody might be like, oh, let me get away from this Negro who smells like me. I get it. Why do you think they felt it was an attempted sexual act?
That is a reason I do not know. Because if it was a sexual act, in my opinion, the what's it called? Like the interaction would have lasted way longer. That interaction was 20 seconds. 25 seconds. If I was doing it for gratification, like I would have probably had my phone out. I probably would have stared at her, like her ass type shit. You know what I mean?
Did you record anyone there? Because I think that
no.
So that's not.
Police got my phone as well, and there was nothing in there. Police took my phone as well, and when I got out that same day, the detective asked for my fucking PIN number, and he got my PIN number. And he looked at my phone, he copied the data, and there was nothing in there. That's why it was not submitted into evidence, because there was nothing in there.
Until video evidence actually come up.
This for 24 hours later, 8K, fuck 4K, 10K footage, 10K video footage of him doing exactly what it said he did comes out. The footage is out there. Like, type in Lil Boom Walmart, you will see it. It's the most caught in 4K shit I probably have ever seen in my fucking life. And that's why I say karma is so real. Because had Lil Boom never exposed Shorty and her daughter's information, his information and all his skeletons would have never got exposed and brought out the closet. That's exactly what the fuck bro gets.
Now he found himself in a predicament, and then where he has to kind of like backpedal to actually admit to what he was doing. So then therefore he's like, well, technically you're right, I'm not making any excuses, I was in the wrong, I am this, I am that, so on and so forth. He's a changed man.
Just the wrong. Everything that I did was wrong. You know what I mean? What was you doing with the phone? I said to my girl, I really wasn't trying to record nobody because I gave her my phone. You know what I mean? And it was on the cloud, so no matter what I would delete it, they would have had it. Or no matter if I deleted it, would stay on your cloud for 30 days. You keep trying to justify it. I'm not. It was wrong. I'm not trying to justify anything. It was completely wrong. You know what I mean? It was completely wrong, completely creepy, completely invasive, completely just disrespectful. It was just all completely wrong. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was all completely wrong. What apps were you using in that moment then? I was listening to music. I swear to God I was. Groom Akademiks. I didn't groom anybody. Like, it's cool to say Lil Groom, but I didn't groom anybody. Like, groom is, like, since my name is Boom, groom is the closest word to use to that type of shit, so it's cool.
Only one problem with that. Because if you had left your, should I say, past criminals' activities in the past, so on and so forth, then you would have never actually found yourself in this predicament that you are in, where you are actually threatening another moderator, you doxing another moderator, you try to shut down another moderator, which means that you didn't actually learn any of your lesson. The reason why you are now being so apologetic, or should I say, looking like a changed man or victim, or, taking accountability, is because your ass got caught. And you can see, not even DJ Akademiks could actually, give him a pass.
The video was flat out disgusting. That video was very obvious that somebody who I called a friend I didn't know as well I thought I knew him. I can't believe that Lil Boom sat here and gaslit me for 5 hours on my stream about something that was obvious as day. I can't believe it. Nigga, I can't believe it. Like, and I talked to him before stream and I said, hey, what you kind of told me don't sound too good. He came on the stream and everything sounded worse. The more he talked, I was like, Jesus Christ. To me, it is abundantly clear Lil Boom needs help. It's not trolling. It's not drugs. And I'm going to be very clear about this. I want nobody copping, please. That nigga needs help. I watched someone stalk women in a store, try to record them without their consent in compromising positions, continue to make them feel uncomfortable. And even after he got caught, still brazenly did it.
Because the funny thing about guys from the Red Pill, or so the DJ Akademiks of the world, the Red Pill of the world, the Fresh and Fit of the world, you know them Negroes, right? The thing about them is, like, they tend to surround themselves with guys like Lil Boom. Creepy old dudes, like weirdos. People that, want to dox individual because they cannot come up with a cohesive argument, or their ideology is inferior. And I'll tell you the real reason why a lot of these individuals tend to want to dox as a way to intimidate others, to shut them down. The main reason that is because their action, right, their way of life run contradictory to their subconscious. That little voice in their head that keep telling them, like, you fucking up, nigga. That keep telling them, like, you're a weirdo, nigga. That keep telling them that, ooh, you got a wife, Negro. And therefore now, when they hear their opinion that kind of rub them the wrong way, they hear opinion that is being told to them by their subconscious, and they get so mad and irate and pissed off about it.
I saw a nigga with a fucking problem, man.
And as content creators, we end up dealing with a lot of trolls in our comment section. We deal with people that go above and beyond to try to intimidate us into silence. And which is kind of funny, because a lot of these individuals, some of them pretend to be married with businesses like 6 trucks and 4 houses, and for some reason have all the time in the world to actually dox people and troll people and cyber stalking. So they have the chance to do all that. Or they could be like guys like Lil Boom, failed rappers, failed individuals that just that are losers, really. Just losers.
And let me be very clear. The word weirdo is a very light term for.
Now you may think that, well, how can I deal with these type of people, right? How do I actually, what is the ramification for these cyber stalkers, for these losers, for these individuals? Well, I mean, yeah, sure, you can report their channel, whatever, but is it really strategic? Or you can, start taking notes. You start taking screenshots of every time they continue to engage you over and over and over again. And then you just wait. You just wait. You building yourself a case, because karma is a beautiful thing. Because at some point in life, they would have something worth losing. They would have something worth protecting. And then that's when you make your grand entrance. And that's when you actually can, maybe use the law to your advantage. Maybe you find out the discovery. Maybe you do certain shit. Like the petty ways. Like I prefer it. Anyway, what say you? I'm your host, The Haitian. So share, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, kids, don't be a loser like these doxers. Alright? Peace.
I saw a nigga that if he can't take accountability for what he did, admit that what that is, what we all got eyes and see, this is inevitably going to repeat itself. I feel horrible for the people that were in Walmart with him. The Academy has zero ties to Lil Boom. We disavow all of his actions. We're not.
Your beauty is like breakfast because it's the first thing I need when I wake up.
Okay, thank you.
You up? Can I have your number?